Hi everyone, this is Trini from Debt Free Trini. I finally wanted to come on here and make my first video on my channel because I feel like it's finally time to tell you guys about my secrets with my debt and my debt paying off, which is a big deal for me because we've paid off a lot of debt so far and we have a lot more to go. And I keep getting a lot of questions from family members and friends asking what I do as far as my budget is concerned, and I felt like I should make a YouTube channel to start talking about it because I feel like a lot of people are in the same situation we're in and they could benefit from all of the advice that I have. So the first thing is that I follow Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps, and this is the book that I read. It's Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover. I found this book, I was in a Facebook community called Jen Plans. I was really into decorating my planner, and I saw that there was a girl named Jen and she had a Facebook group that was dedicated to budgeting. So I got on there and then I noticed that everyone was talking about Dave Ramsey. I'm like, who the heck is Dave Ramsey? So then I bought his book, and in a weekend in 2015 I read the whole thing and I was hooked ever since. I feel like his book makes a lot of sense as far as debt is concerned. So if you haven't read this book yet, this is the first thing I'm going to tell you to do, is go get this book, and it's amazing. So he breaks down debt in simple steps called baby steps. So the first step is saving $1,000, which is called an emergency fund, and you save it into a savings account and you don't touch it in your budget unless you absolutely need it, like something went wrong. So that is baby step one, and I completed that in, I want to say April of 2015. Yeah, I think, or maybe 2016. I think it's 2016. So anyways, so my baby step one is complete. So baby step two is paying off every debt that you have, going with the smallest amount first. Sorry, there's a motorcycle going by. So baby step number two is paying off the smallest debt first with the highest interest rate. And we are in the middle of baby step two right now. We have a lot of debt because we went to school. I have 2 degrees, my husband has 1 degree. So we have a lot of debt, and we have house stuff that just happened throughout owning a house. You know, we took out some loans that we didn't need to take out. I have a car that I didn't need to take out a loan for, and I just wrecked it. So that's going to be a video in itself. So we are paying off our debts with the smallest amount first, with the highest interest rate. So we've come pretty far. So far, I feel like we've paid off about $30,000 in debt. We started around $60,000 in debt, including our student loans, not including our house. So we've paid off pretty much almost half already. But a lot of my friends and family are seeing the success, and they keep asking me what I'm doing. So that's why I'm making this video. So that is baby step number two. I won't talk about baby step number three and so on because that is something that you can read in this book, and it's really hard to get through baby step number two. So I'm going to be focusing this channel mostly on baby step two because that's the one I'm in, and that's the most hardest, I feel like the hardest baby step to go through. So in this channel, I'm going to say that we're just going to focus on baby step two because it's hard. There's 2 apps that I recommend the most. The first one is a banking app. So if you don't have a bank that doesn't have a banking app, I would recommend that you switch. I use Chase Bank. I love Chase Bank. I can recognize any charges that are wrong on my bank account right away because I have it on my mobile app and I'm always checking it. So sorry, phone call. So my cat is playing with me right here. But so the second app that I use is called EveryDollar, and that is an app that is endorsed by Dave Ramsey. He invented it so that people could stay on their budget easier than paper budgets, because I don't feel like paper budgets really work. You're not going to go to Walgreens, spend some money, and then bring that receipt home, write it in a thing. Instead, I connect my bank account to my EveryDollar app. You can pay, there's a free version and then there's a paid version. I do the paid version because I'm lazy and I would never write that receipt down, or I would never keep it in my purse. I hate paper, I hate clutter, so I just always say no receipts. So my EveryDollar app connects to my bank. So every day I load all of my transactions that went through on my bank account into my EveryDollar app, and then I drag and drop what category they go into. So for example, if I get gas and say it was like $40, it would pop up about 2 days later on my EveryDollar app, and I would drag the $40 from whatever gas station into my gas category budget on my EveryDollar app. So that helps me track like every little thing we spend because we use our debit cards a lot. My wallet got stolen when I first started doing this. I had cash envelopes, which is like one of the biggest things that they recommend is doing like cash envelopes, which I totally agree, it's wonderful, but there's just too many sketchy people out there right now, and my wallet got stolen, and then some of my money for my debt got stolen. Like for my budget, like I had we're only allowed X amount a week for personal money, and my personal money got stolen, so I had none for the week, and my wallet got stolen. So I was like, we need to rely more on our debit cards. Dave Ramsey said it's fine if you use a debit card. He just says no credit cards, and I'm a big fan of no credit cards. I think they're silly. Like, nobody should have a credit card. If you can't afford it on your debit card, then you shouldn't have a credit card. Unless it's like a reward that you're actually going to use. I have one credit card, even though Dave Ramsey says no credit cards, because we use the rewards for flights. So I actually only use my credit card for larger purchases, and then I pay it off right away, but only if I definitely have the money. So I never buy it outside of what I have. So yeah, EveryDollar. You should get it. It's amazing. I really, really think that everyone that I know should have EveryDollar app, either the free version or the paid version. If you're not lazy, then the free version's fine, but if you're lazy like me, I definitely recommend the paid version. It's like $99 a year. I know that sounds like a lot, but literally, if it helps us pay off $30,000 in 2 years so far, I think we're totally fine, on paying $99 a year. So I think that's all I have to say. I will put out more videos. I really feel like people need to hear our story. So this is our story. Bye.